Hello student, welcome back to my channel. So today we will discuss here about the next topic of chapter motion in a plane. So before starting my topic, I have one request. So watch this video till end, like, subscribe, and one important point, give your comments regarding this video, and if you want any improvement. So please student, regarding this video and the topic, please give a comment on the comment box. So here we will start the video. Let's start. So today we will discuss here about the next topic of motion in a plane. The topic is vector product. So here we will discuss vector product or cross product. So see student, so today's topic is vector product or cross product of two vectors. As you know that in my previous video we have discussed about the scalar product and many more other properties. So here in this video we will talk about the vector product of two vectors. As you know that about the vectors, how we can represent the vector. We can represent the vector by taking an arrow symbol at the top of the given physical quantity. So here suppose A and B, we have two given physical quantities. So the arrow symbol at the top of them represent these quantities are vector physical quantities. So here when we talk about the definition of cross product of two vector or vector product, so that time listen carefully. Here we are dealing with the vector product. So it means that the vector product means A cross B. That's why this is also known as cross product. And when we do the cross product of two vector, which is called vector product, it is also a vector quantity, because here we are focusing on vector, vector, vector. It means that direction, direction, direction. So clear? So here when we talk about the vector product, it means that the cross product of two vectors, it is also a vector which is noted by any other vector here C. So the value of this vector, when we talk about here the magnitude of this vector, when we talk about the magnitude of the cross product of two vectors, it is equals to the magnitude product of magnitude of A, magnitude of B, and also the angle between them, if suppose theta. So for that the sine of the angle theta is along with this, so I will write like that. So the value is AB sine theta. So this is the formula of cross product of two vectors. Point is clear student? So this one is called magnitude of two vector. Magnitude means only in numerical value, not in direction. Here we are dealing with magnitude only. So when we write this one in magnitude terms, so I will write here copy paste of this modulus of A cross B, which is called magnitude of two vector in the term of cross product. Now when we talk about their direction, so dear student, when we want to know about the direction of cross product of two vector, then we will use here right hand screw rule. With the help of right hand screw rule, we can easily find out the direction of A cross B or B cross A. So for that, if we want to write the vector form of this cross product, then I will use magnitude along with direction. So here A cross B is equals to AB sine theta. Along with this magnitude, I will use a direction which is the unit normal vector of A cross B. And here the direction of n cap will be normal to the vector A and vector B also. Suppose we are talking here about in three-dimensional plane. Just imagine this is a three-dimensional plane. If you want to show this plane by x-axis, z-axis and y-axis, and suppose here in x-axis and y-axis vector A and vector B represented like that. So when we talk here about the direction of rotation of our screw, because here you know that we can find the direction of cross product of two vector with the help of right hand screw rule. So when we find the direction, when we want to find the direction of A cross B, as I have written here n cap, So that time we know one thing, it is normal to A cross B. So maybe it is in Z direction or in Z dash direction, which is negative of Z axis. So that time how we will find the direction? We will use here right hand screw rule. See here, if we suppose hold a screw with our right hand, or we are tightening the screw, okay, so that time when we rotate the screw, we are tightening or losing, you can see by the rotation of screw. Suppose I hold a screw in a right hand and I am trying to rotate this screw in anti-clockwise direction, then assume the direction of screw, will it move toward the inside direction of this board, means inward the board, or will it come outward? Just imagine and guess. So yes, when you will rotate in anti-clockwise direction, then you will know that the screw will come outside. It will come out. It means that the direction of cross product of two vector, which is A cross B, normally in outward direction, means normally outward to the plane. So here the outward to the plane I am denoting by this dot symbol. And after that, when suppose we are talking here about the cross product of B cross A, means when we are rotating our screw from direction from vector B to vector A, that will represent our B cross A value. So that time, listen student, now you are rotating your screw in clockwise direction, then you will observe that when you will rotate your screw in clockwise direction, then your screw will move inside, means invert the plane. Point is clear? When you will rotate it anti-clockwise direction, it will come out. When you will rotate clockwise direction, it will go inside. So that time when we talk here about this, the direction of n cap is opposite to the initial condition. Suppose here I am writing n1 and here I am writing n2, so it will be n2 cap. And if we want to show a relation between n1 and n2 cap, we can easily show n2 is equals to negative of n1 cap. It means that both are opposite to in direction. So here B cross A will be represented as in same manner BA sine theta, and along with this the n cap vector here I will use, as we know that n2 is equals to negative of n1, and you know that n1 is represented by vector n here. So this n2 vector is negative of n cap vector. So I will write here directly in place of n2 BA sine theta, and in place of n2 I will write n cap vector. So by this we can write BA sine theta of n cap. So dear student, after that what you will write? See here, B cross A, this is the value of A cross B. This whole value is the value of A cross B, but here one minor change, the negative sign is along with this. So by this we can say that B cross A is equals to negative of A cross B. It means that the cross product of two vectors does not obey commutative rule. Point is clear? This one is the result of this explanation. So here the direction is for A cross B, it will vertically in upper side, means from Z direction, and this one is Z dash direction for the cross product of B cross A. And if you want to write their diagram, you can draw the diagram and you can see this diagram from your books. Suppose vector A, vector B is represented by these two, and we are rotating at an angle theta, small angle, from vector A to vector B with the help of screw. That time when as you know that when the screw will rotate with which direction? When the screw will rotate anti-clockwise direction, the screw will come out So this one will be the direction of A cross B, which is noted by C, as I am doing here. I have been done here. So C vector will represent us the direction of unit vector which is normal to A cross B and perpendicular to outward the plane. But here when we talk about next one, when we try to rotate the screw from vector B to from vector A at an angle theta, that time we can say that the rotation of screw is which direction, student? Clockwise. And when the rotation of screw will be clockwise, it will go down, means normally inward direction. That time the direction of unit vector will be perpendicularly to inward direction. So this is for inward, this is for outward, and here this one is the direction of B cross A. From these two diagrams you can see for a small angle change theta, in first case from A to B and second case from B to A, the direction of both A cross B and B cross D, here let the B cross B vector is represented by D, both have opposite direction. That's why I have written here the result B cross A is equals to negative of A cross B. It means that the cross product of two vectors does not obey the commutative rule. Point is clear? But on the other hand, when we talk about the scalar product or dot product, that time you know that A dot B is equals to B dot A, because here when we talk about the scalar product, we were focusing on that time about their magnitude only, not their direction. That's why A dot B is equals to AB cos theta and B dot A is equals to BA cos theta, and the product of two numbers, as you know that AB equals to BA, follow the commutative rule. That's why AB cos theta is equals to BA cos theta, and the final result A dot B is equals to B dot A. But here this same result will not occur because of direction. So point is clear, student? This one is the fundamental of vector product and the definition of vector product, which is in front of you. So after that we will discuss here about the rules of vector product in term of orthogonal unit vectors. So for that, pause the video and note down. So dear student, now we will start the next topic. इससे पहले थोड़ा सा वीडियो ब्लर हो गई है इससे पीछे वाले पार्ट पे. So in this part we will start the new topic with the clear video. So see here, student. Now we will discuss here about the properties of vector product. Now here I am not taking much more properties about the vector product. Here I am taking only the some properties which are very helpful for your physics. So first is orthogonal. For orthogonal unit vectors. For orthogonal unit vectors, if we take the property for orthogonal unit vectors, as you know that we have three orthogonal, means mutually perpendicular unit vector I cap, j cap, k cap along x axis, y axis and z axis. For that we will deal here with vector properties. So see here, student, if we think here about the cross product of these orthogonal vector like I cross j and j cross k and k cross I. So for that we will see what comes if we will do their cross product. So see, we will follow the clockwise rule in this time. So suppose this is our I vector, this is our j vector and this one is our k vector, means I cap, j cap and k cap. So for that, if you will do the cross product of I and j, means I cap cross j cap, so it will gives you k cap. Remember this point. And after that, j cross k, it will be j cross k. Tell me which is remaining here, I cap. Means here we are seeing the direction of these cross product of these two unit vector, and after that k cross I if is equals to j cap. अब आप सोच रहे होंगे कि ये कैसे लिख दिया. ठीक है, अगर आप इसके कॉन्सेप्ट को समझे तो बेटर, अदरवाइज आप इसे रिमेंबर कर सकते हैं. सी हियर आई एम टेकिंग ओनली वन एग्जांपल, I cross j. Now students, see I cross j, as you know that cross product of two vector is the magnitude. Here I am taking the cross product, not magnitude. Listen carefully. So I will write the magnitude of these two, I cap mod, j cap mod, and the angle between them. We know that these are mutually perpendicular. So sine theta will be 90 degree. And after that, here we are dealing with the cross product. So we need a direction which is noted by, suppose here n cap, which is normal to these I cap and j cap. So tell me what value is normal to the both I cap and j cap. The I cap and j cap, sorry, here. So if I interchange these two, if you have any doubt to understand this, so I am taking here y and here for some time j, and here k cap and here j cap. Now this is very easy for understanding. So see from the diagram, which value is normal to both of the unit vector? It is our k cap. So in place of n vector, n cap, I will write in next step k cap. And here mod of unit vector, from the definition of unit vector, you know that modulus of unit vector is 1. So it is 1. It is once again 1. It is 1. So the overall value is k cap. That's why I can say I cross j is equals to k cap. Point is clear? So this way, on this way, we can write the all formulas in front of you. So that's why I am obeying this clockwise rule to understand this formula easily. But here suppose we are taking the rotation of this is anti-clock. That time what happens? If suppose in place of this I am writing j cross I. This is student, j cross I is the reverse of this. As you know that a cross b is equal to negative of b cross a. So that time, if suppose a cross b answer is c, that time the b cross a answer will be minus c. Point is clear? Is it clear or not? Means here if you are going from a to b, then here the direction is b to a, which is just opposite to this. So on the same manner, listen carefully, if I cross j is equal to k, if I cross j is equal to k, if you are rotating anti-clockwise direction, then you will see j cross I, which will left, it is again k. But here you are taking opposite direction of this, that time you will write j cross I is equals to negative of k cap. Point is clear? Once again see, I cross j is equal to k. Here you are taking the opposite direction of this rotation. Here it is clockwise, and here you are dealing with anti-clockwise. So j cross I is equal to negative of k cap. On the same way, j cross k is equals to I. So I will write k cross j is equals to minus I. And similarly, I cross k will equals to minus of j cap. So this is the rule for orthogonal case in term of unit vectors. Now after that we talk here about the self product condition. So for that, pause the video and note down. Now student, after the discussion of orthogonal property in the term of vector product, here we will discuss the self product property, which is very helpful for you when you will solve the numericals. These two properties are very These properties are very important when you will solve the numerical self dot product, self cross product, and before this we read here which property? Orthogonal product in term of cross product. So see here, once again I am taking, listen carefully, in this property I will do I cross I, j cross j, and k cross a, and we will see what type of values or what will be the value of self cross product. It is called self cross product. Listen carefully. So as you know that, see student, I cross I means that the cross product of two vector. Once again you can consider the cross product of two vector. So that time I cross I is I mod of I into the angle between them, which is noted by sine theta, and you know that we are dealing with the same unit vector, so the angle between them is 0 degree. And after that, if you want to know the direction of this, it is supposed to be normal to this. Here we are talking normal to this. It means that when we deal with the unit vector, it may be in y dash, it may be in z dash, because here we are dealing with the unit vector of this I, j and k. It is normal either this direction or this direction. So but here we have the magnitude. First we see here, suppose their direction is nk, so which is normal to this, and here we are talking about the magnitude. As you know that magnitude of this 1, 1 and 0, it is n cap, and finally we will get the answer 0. So similarly, as we know that I cross I is equals to 0, similarly we can write j cross j, k cross k. So here you can say I cross I, j cross j, and equals to k cross k, and is equals to 0. So this is the property which is called self dot product property for this condition. Point is clear? Now after this, we will discuss here about the numerical which you will face in the term of cross product. So for that, I will give you some examples for you to understand the properties which are called vector properties. So see, first is when we talk here about in the term of cross product. So first is torque. As we know that torque is noted by tau, it is the cross product of position vector and the force. Clear? After that, before this, angular momentum. It is equals to, it is noted by L vector or sometimes J vector. It is equals to R vector cross P vector. Point is clear? So in this way, similarly, we have other examples of vector physical quantities which you will write in this way. Here L vector is equal to the cross product of position vector and the angular momentum and a linear momentum vector. Point is clear? So similarly, you can do the question which is based on the cross product of two vectors. So for that, you should remember the basic formulas which you will learn from the chapter which is dimensional analysis, in by which you can see the formula of torque, what comes, angular momentum, what comes. The all formula you will deal in your upcoming chapter. So now we will start the numericals based on the cross product. So see student, suppose I want to find the cross product of two vectors, and for that I have given vector A which is equal to suppose 3i cap, 4j cap, j cap and k cap. Listen carefully. B is equals to I minus j plus k. Clear? Okay, I will take here simple formula. The first method which I am representing in front of you is typical because it is a direct cross product method or rule by which you will find the cross product of two vectors. See, A cross B, how you will write with the help of orthogonal properties and with the help of this self cross product property. So A cross B will be 3i cap, 4j cap and k cap, and after that the cross product form I j k, I cap, j cap and k cap. So find the value. 3 into, first I will multiply this 3i cap with all the individual values. 3i cap cross 3i cap, I cross I, you know that it is 0, so I will write here 0, plus I, this multiplied by j, 3 I cross j is equals to k cap. After that, plus 3i cap into this 3 I cross k. After that, this one is our first multiplication is completed. Listen carefully once again. 3 I cap is multiplied by this I cap. In term of cross product, it will be 0 because I cross I is 0. You can see here. And after that, this one will cross product with j cap. It gives us I cross j is equals to k. 3 1 ja 3. Then 3 1 ja 3. I cross k is equals to minus j. We will discuss. Clear? After that, see here, 4j cap is multiplied by I cap, so it will be j cross I, and after that this will multiplied by this 4 into 0. When this will multiply by this 4 into j cross k, this step is also completed. Now I will multiply this, means cross product form. I will do the cross product of k cap along with this always by taking single term. So for that you can see k cap into I cap, k cap into j cap plus k cap cross k cap. Point is clear? So student, at final what I will write here, listen, 3 zeros are 0, no issue. 3k cap, I cross k, you know the formula. As I have written here, I cross j is equals to k, j cross k is equals to I, and k cross I is equals to j. So that time, listen carefully. If I will write I cross k is opposite of this, it will be minus j cap. So it will be minus here, minus j cap, minus will multiply this, minus j cap. And after that, see, plus here, j cross I is opposite to the direction of I cross j, it will be minus k. From this, minus k, then 0, then j cross k is equals to I, it will be 4I. Point is clear, student? And after that, we will discuss here about the next one. It is this k cross I is equals to j cap. After that, k cross j is negative of I cap because direction is opposite, negative of I cap, and then k cross k is 0. Ignore it. Now at last we will adjust the all values. See here, first I am taking I cap. Listen, 4I cap minus I cap, 3I cap, nothing is there. So I am writing here 3I cap, final is 3I cap. Then after then I will start j cap minus 3j cap, and here j cap minus 3 plus 1 minus 2j cap, and after that 3k cap minus 4k cap, 3 minus 4 minus 1k cap. So this is the value of A cross P, so with the help of this long formula. So check the calculation and see your answer, is it equal or not. So I am checking once again in front of you. See the calculation till this point, everything is clear. So see once again, see 3k cap, I cross k is equals to j in negative terms. See there, you can see every term here, if it is same as given here, so it will be positive. If the direction is opposite, means if it will come first, it will later, then the direction will be negative. So that time you can see I cross k, it will be minus j, that's why. And here j cross I, it is opposite to I cross j, it will be negative k. And here 0, and j cross k is equals to I, it is here. And k cross I is, you can say, it is j, you can see here k cross I is equals to j. And after that k cross j is opposite of this, it will be k cross j, j cross k or k cross j, it will be opposite of this, it is I, so here I am writing minus. Clear? So that's why the final will be this, which is in front of you. So See this numerical, and on the basis of this numerical I will give you one other numerical by which I am changing the digit here, and you will find this question in your homework. So the question is 2i cap 3j cap plus 4k cap, and here 3i cap 2j cap and 6k cap. So find the cross product of these two vectors a and b, which is given in front of you in your rough notebook. So point is clear, student? So pause the video and note down. Now student, after the discussion of long method to find the cross product, here I am giving you a second method which is little bit short but understanding or twisting, which is called determinant method or determinant rule to find the cross product. Determinant is a chapter of class 12 mathematics. So here I will talk this rule, determinant rule to find cross product of two vectors. Cross product of two vectors. So see student here. Now I am taking, suppose for this condition I have two vectors, vector A which is written here in this way, xi cap, ayj cap and azk cap, and this is supposed to be B vector which is bxi cap, byj cap and bzk cap. Suppose these are two vectors and we want to find their cross product, but the method will be different from the initial. So that time I will use this determinant rule. So when I want A cross B with the help of this rule, so I will use a determinant symbol for that, and for this I will write here at the top every time when we want to calculate here the cross product of two vectors I, j and k. And after that I will substitute the values, first ax, ay, az as we are doing A cross B, then bx, by and bz, and here we will find the cross product of two vectors. So for that student, listen one thing, I, j, k and the other values, but they are representing us. So to understand that, let us focus on the elements of given matrix. See, first I am writing this in determinant form. So here a11, a12, a13, a21, a22, a23, a31, a32, a33. So these are the elements of the determinant basically here. So if we think here about these parts, means vertically lines are called column, and when we talk here about the horizontal lines called rows, r1, r2, r3. So a11 or a12, what they represent? a12 represent us, a12 represent us. A12 means this is the element of first row and second column. Let's check. This is the element of first row and second column, first row. But when we represent in this way, we read first row and then column. Suppose we are dealing with this a22, which tell us about their position, which is in second row and second column. See here, second row and second column. Now once again a33, which represent us third row, third column. See here, third row and third column. So that's why this is the way to read the values which is in front of you when you will do the cross product, either or cross or scalar dot product, which we will discuss later on. So before this we will deal with this question, and after that, dear student, you should also remember these points when you will deal with the determinant part, plus, minus, plus, minus plus plus minus minus plus. When you will expand this one along here every time when we find the cross product of two vectors, then we will solve this determinant part along R1. Means we will expand or we will find the solution along the first row always. So we will follow this property, plus minus plus, plus minus plus type. Point is clear? So now see how we will solve. First, when we want their cross product, I will write first this part because we are dealing with along R1 I cap will come outside, and inside this I will write here the minor for this. What is the position of this? Listen carefully, I am writing here again 1 1 1 2 1 3, and remaining you know that A11 first row first column. You can hide first row and first column. See here, this is your first row and first column. What is the remaining part is in front of you? AY, BY, AZ, BZ. These are called minor for this matrix. So AY, BY, AZ and BZ. After that, I will use this negative sign J cap. Then once again J cap is the element of first row and second column, AX, BX. Remaining part is AX, BX. You can hide this one, first row second column, remaining part AX, BX and AZ, BZ. So AX, BX, AZ, BZ. Point is clear? After that K cap, this one is hold AX, BX, AY, BY. Now after that what you will do, you will cross product of these two. Do the cross product of these. First from this side to this, then this. From this to this, then this. From this to this, then this. And you will use a negative symbol between them. This is in formula. So see here student, what I will do. Now after that I will write here I, and here AY, BZ minus BY, AZ minus J cap, AY, BZ. Here once again it is AX, BZ minus BX, AZ, and here plus K cap, AX, BY minus BX, AY. This is the way to find the cross product of two vector. This is the cross product of two vector which is given in this form by using determinant property. So point is clear student? So pause the video and note down. After that we will solve their numerical part. So pause it. Now see student, I will give you one question based on cross product of two vectors in which A is 3i cap, j cap plus 4k cap, and B vector is equals to I cap minus j cap plus k cap. Suppose we will find here the cross product of two vector with the help of determinant rule. So see here, when I will write the cross product of two vector, I will write here I cap, j cap and k cap, and I cap 3 1 4, then 1 minus 1 and 1. So we will find the solution of this. So see here, again once again we are dealing with this, but here I am doing shortcut. Listen, when I will write I cap, then I will multiply these two because this is the hiding part. Remaining is this 1 1 ja 1, 1 1 ja 1, 4 1 ja 4, negative sign in formula, and 4 1 ja 1 also negative, this minus j cap. After that this one is this one height, 3 1 ja 3, 4 1 ja 4, 3 minus 4. You can repeat this solution 1 or 2 3 times. Okay, after that plus k cap, it is equals to, this is the element first row third column first row height, 3 1 ja 3 minus 3, and minus in formula 1 1 ja 1. So the solution is 4 plus 1 5i cap, 3 minus 1 3 minus 4 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 plus 1 plus j, and minus 4 k cap. Point is clear. This is the value of A cross B which is in front of you. So you can easily find any solution with the help of this method very quickly and very easily, but you should try 2-3 times at your home. Now second question for you. A cross is equals to, suppose here I am representing by C cross I minus J plus 2k, suppose, and D vector is equals to 2I minus J plus 3k cap. Find C cross D, question mark. Point is clear, student? So you should find here C cross D. So how will you do? Try this question at your home to understand this topic. Is it clear? So pause the video and note down.